Hello and welcome to Mock Productions. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with the Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra Prism. This is episode 4 of the news updates. So, we are here with some pretty interesting stuff indeed. Now, a lot has happened since last Monday. Number one, it's now Wednesday when this video is going up. I apologise for the delay in the video. I've been called into work so many times that life cannot go on, so I'm just scrabbling around now to try and get videos done. So hopefully the next one will be out on Monday, and there is good reason for Monday because the whole set has now actually been revealed. So Monday we'll go through the whole thing. Obviously the ones we've already seen we won't go through as much, but we'll go through the whole set, and hopefully by then literally every one of the secret rares, which they're looking pretty damn good, will have been revealed. However, let's crack on with the first one, which is this dude right here, which I believe is a shield on. There it is. So this is a metal Pokemon, a HP of 100. It is a stage 1 and it evolves from that mysterious fossil which we saw last time. First move is a metal and colours for takedown, 50 damage. This Pokemon does 10 to itself. That's not the best move. Then okay, 2 metal and 1 colourless. The card says 2 metal, 1 colourless. It's Confront for 80 damage. It's not bad. It's not bad, but definitely when it evolves, it'll be better. It'll definitely be better. A weakness to fire, resistance to psychic, and a retreat of 2. Next one up, we have another one of the Rotoms right there. This one is Heat Rotom. It's a fire Pokemon, a HP of 90. It is a basic, of course. It has the exact same ability as every single Rotom, which is Rotomotor. If there are 9 or more Pokemon tool cards in your discard pile, ignore the attack cost of this Pokemon. And the attack cost would be fire and 2 colours for Heat Blast, which is 80 damage. A weakness to water, resistance to nothing, and a retreat of just 1. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Moving on, we also have another Rotom, this one being Fan Rotom. So it's a colourless Pokemon, HP of 70. It is a basic, of course. It's got that same ability again. 3 colourless though, the attack, Spinning Spin. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. It's okay. It's alright. Pre-release, this could be pretty cool. You'd be knocking out flipping everything. So that's going to be pretty cool. Weakness to lightning, resistance to fighting, and a retreat of nothing. That makes it very, very good. Very nice indeed. So you can just pull this back out. Hopefully this could be a nice one for the pre-release. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Next one up we have is Rotom himself, a lightning Pokemon, a HP of 70. It is a basic Pokemon, the ability of Rotomotor again. The attack here, 3 lightning for Plasma Slash, 120 damage. This Pokemon cannot attack during your next turn. A weakness to fighting, resistance to metal, and a retreat of just 1. That's pretty cool. Next one up, we have the first card for this one in particular, and this is a trainer called Mars. So it's draw 2 cards, then discard a random card from your opponent's hand. You may play only 1 supporter card. Yeah, that's fine. We know that. But that full art card looks seriously so cool. And when we get to seeing the rest of the full arts, they really do look something else. Really, really cool. Moving on, we have this as well, which is the Beast Ball. Look at your face down prize cards. You may choose 1 Ultra Beast you find there, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you do, shuffle this Beast Ball into your remaining prize cards and put them back face down. It's not bad, but of course it has to have an Ultra Beast in the actual in your prizes to actually do anything. I'm not too sure. Gladian sort of does that when you can just be like, oh, there's an Ultra Beast, or you could just get anything out you want. So it's entirely up to you. But a very good card. Very nice looking card as well. Hopefully we do get a nice secret rare of this, because I think it would be very, very cool indeed. Moving on though, we do have this one as well, which is, I don't know how to pronounce this, Fione, something like that. It is a Manaphy, but I'm not too sure whether this is the, I don't think there's a previous evolution, or there's not. I don't think there is. I'm not too sure on this one. But it is a water Pokemon, of course, HP of 70. It is a basic. Ability of Ocean Whisperer. Your water Pokemon cannot be confused. Remove any conditions affecting your water Pokemon. That's not bad, because you can just put this on the bench and they're not going to get confused, which is going to be pretty cool. Not a lot of Pokemon can do confusion that are actually playable at this moment in time. Yeah, it could be pretty cool during pre-release anyway, especially if you've got a bit of a water deck going on. The other move is 2 water for Water Pulse, 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Of course, they can wake up from that. It has a weakness to Grass, a resistance of nothing, and a retreat of just 1. So not bad. Moving on, we have this little dude right here, which is an Alolan Diglett. It is a metal Pokemon, a HP of 50, basic Pokemon, and it's just got a free attack of Iron Head. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. Look, during a pre-release this could be ideal, but during actual play it's going to be terrible. Weakness to fire, resistance to psychic, and a retreat of 1. Then we've got to talk about the evolution. Now, I was hoping it might get a GX. I was honestly hoping that we might have seen an Alolan Dugtrio GX, but unfortunately not. We get a 60 HP Pokemon, so it goes up by 10 HP. That is terrible. Really is terrible. And again, a free attack, Gold Rush. Discard as many metal energy from your hand as you like. This attack does 30 damage for each energy discarded in this way. Yikes. Especially, like, yikes. Okay, so it could be good during the pre-release, because number one, you can have a lot of energy. If you discard it, you can probably knock out a lot of things during pre-release with this guy, card in particular. It does have a retreat of just 1, but you don't even really need to pack any energy onto this thing. You could just keep the energy in your hand. It has a weakness to fire, resistance to psychic, and a retreat of obviously just 1. I would have liked to have seen a GX. Who knows, they might bring out a GX in the future. I'm not too sure, but I'd like to see one. I would definitely like to see one. Moving on, we have this card right here. Now, last week we had, I can't think of the name, oh, I feel terrible, Dialga. There it is. We had Dialga, and that was, as well as this one, a dragon type. Now, of course, this one has come out before in Breakpoint. That's the one I can remember it from anyway. It's Palkia GX. I'm excited for this one, I really am. Very, very interested in this card. It is a water Pokemon. Well, no. It's a dragon Pokemon, but it takes water energies. So, let's have a little look at what it does. First attack here is 1 water, Spatial Control. Maybe that's what it is. Move any number of energy cards from your bench Pokemon to this Pokemon. Now, that is setting up what would possibly be a very, very destructive card. Hydro Pressure. 3 colourless, 60 plus damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. Say you fill that with a 5, it's doing 120 for that attack. Say you fill it up with the 5 for the GX as well, you're then going to do 160, add a choice band, 190. That's pretty cool, if it is obviously an EX or GX. It's pretty cool. Now, the GX ability is probably very, 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 very interesting. 3 water, 2 colourless, 0 vanish GX, 150 damage. Your opponent shuffles all energy attached to their Pokemon into their deck. That is very, very cool indeed. Now, I'm thinking of stuff like Gardevoir that relies on a lot of energy being on itself. Now, obviously, I'm only saying this. If you were to put this with the Glaceon would stop the ability of Gardevoir being able to recruit extra energy onto itself, which is pretty cool. But also, you're shoving all that energy back into their deck. Now, it could be good and it could be bad. Now, say they're running low on cards, they're only going to possibly draw energy, which sometimes can be really good and sometimes can be really bad. You might be just looking for a supporter or something. So, yeah, it seems pretty good indeed. It does have a weakness to Fairy, which is unfortunate, but it is a dragon, so I guess that's to be... That's something. It is definitely something. A resistance of nothing and a retreat of 3. I mean, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I think there was a Stadium Devoured Field. I think if you put that up there with this, because it's a dragon, I think it does 10 more damage. Now, 10 damage Doesn't seem a lot, but it could be. It could be. It could be something between the difference of taking out a GX and not. So that is something to look forward to. I can't wait to see what the full art and the rainbow rare look like for this guy, because it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be really, really cool. Moving on, we have got this card right here, looking very, very cool. A Darkrai Prism. It is a Darkness Pokemon, or Dark Pokemon. HP of 160, it is a basic. We know about the Prism Cards. If you're only allowed one, and if it is taken out, it goes into the Lost Zone. Ability of Night Star. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may attach 2 Dark Energies from your hand to this Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Because you can attach 3 energies. Next turn, bang, you could do this next turn. Abyssal Sleep. 120 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Your opponent flips 2 coins instead of 1 between turns. If either of them is tails, that Pokemon is still asleep. That's pretty cool. That is pretty good. Weakness of Fighting, Resistance of Psychic, and a Retreat of 2. It's a very cool card. I like it. I am liking it. Very, very cool. Now, they did mention about this as well. There was going to be energies. We've had the trainer. This is a Super Boost Energy Prism. Special energy card right here. Obviously, we can't have one or more of these again, and if it does go out, it's gone. This card provides colourless energy. While attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon, this card provides each type of energy, but provides only 1 energy at a time. While attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon, if you have 3 or more Stage 2 Pokemon in play, this card instead provides every type of energy, but provides only 4 energy at a time. That is... I don't know. I don't know, because... it's hard to sort of think about this. I don't know whether it could be a really good card or not. You get 1 energy. Okay, fair enough. But when you need 3 or more Stage 2 Pokemon on your bench... Oh no, in play. So that includes the one that you have. So you need 2 on the bench plus that one. So Gardevoir is Stage 2. You could attach it to that. That could work. It could work. There are a few others, but I'm just thinking how many Pokemon need 4 colourless. But hey ho, it's not bad. It's not bad. A nice Prism card there. Very, very cool. Moving on, though, we have the first of the full arts right here, which is Gardena. Now, I have to say, I kind of like this artwork. It's not the best, but I like it. I like it. I think what puts me off it is just the actual trainer itself. It doesn't really do a lot. It heals 80 from one of your Pokemon with any grass energy attached to it. It's not exactly ideal, and there's plenty more supporters you can play during your turn rather than this one. But, you know, I like it, and if we are to pull it, fair enough, it will definitely go in the collection. Probably won't get played, but it will go in the collection nevertheless. Very nice. Next one we have here is what I like to call the 10th Doctor. However, everyone else probably knows him as Looker. Now, this is the full art version of him. Draw 3 cards from the bottom of your deck. That's literally all it does. But it's pretty interesting. I like how it looks as if he might be eating a donut or possibly a malasada. I'm not too sure. But I like this. I like this a lot. I like the background leaning against that brick wall. It looks pretty cool. It definitely does look very, very cool. Moving on, a very interesting card right here. We have the Volkner card. Search your deck for an item and a lightning energy, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. It's not bad. Item cards, you could get a choice band. Lightning energy, that's pretty cool. It's a good card. Maybe 1 or 2 in a deck with lightning. I'm not too sure, but that's pretty cool. I like the artwork. It's pretty cool. He's like he's pulling on his jacket, and there's lightning in the background. But it's very, very cool indeed. I like it a lot. And we do have this card, which I think might see a nice bit of a rise in price. I think Cynthia could be something very interesting. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards. Now, to me, it reminds me of N. And I think I've said this before. It's a personal N, and you're guaranteed the 6 cards back. It's interesting. You're not discarding the cards. You're doing something with them. And I was speaking to people at Firestorm, Ben in particular, and I was speaking to him about this, and it just seems as if it could be good, but definitely don't get rid of your ends, because ends can be they are annoying, and that's why I hate ends so much. They are so annoying because you can have a hand and think, yes, I can do some stuff here. They end, they destroy you personally. So Cynthia to me is just a personal N. I might maybe, if I've got an N or two, I might do like 2 N's, 2 Cynthias, just so you've got that like difference there, which it could be pretty cool. And I love this full art. I love that purple in the background. It just looks so cool. Very, very nice indeed. Moving on, we have another one of the Rotoms. We have Frost Rotom. Again, it is a water Pokemon, HP of 90 basic Pokemon. The ability is still the same. Every Rotom's got that ability. But we do have this one here. Water and Colourless Frost Crash. 10 plus damage as attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. That's not bad. That is pretty damn good. And this is just me saying this. If this went against something like a Metagross or a Gardevoir, which is packing a lot of energy, number one, it's a one-shot KO for yourself because they can take you out. It's not GX. But it could be, and it's not really a costly attack either. It's really cool. It's got a retreat of just 1. It is weak to metal, so meh. But then again, if say that you've got, I don't know, 3 Gardevoirs on your opposite side, they've all got 4 energies, you're going to do some decent damage into at least the hundreds, possibly pushing 200 if you throw a Choice Band on here. Just saying. It has a resistance of nothing, and obviously, like I said, a retreat of 1, but it's interesting. I think it could be pretty cool. Pre-release, this could be very cool, because a lot of people just throw energy on cards, and you're just like, well, how am I going to take him out? Bang, you can take him out. Pretty cool. Moving on to this one, which I like the artwork very much. It's Wash Rotom. Another water one, HP of 90, basic Pokemon. Again, it has that ability. This one, though, water and 2 colours, Wash Arrow. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's okay. It's alright. I'd probably say out of all the Rotoms, there's 1 or 2 which I'm liking the look of quite nice. Especially the other one. I mean, if you can get 9 tools in the discard, you're getting free attacks on all of these. Now, during pre-release, that's going to be insanely stupid and probably not going to happen. But it is definitely there. Weakness to grass, resistance of nothing, and a retreat of 1. I like how the other one, though, had a weakness to metal. So, yeah, very, very cool. Moving on, though, we have another one of these dudes, and I like this artwork a lot. It is Spiritomb, Psychic Pokemon, HP of 70. It is basic. Colours here, search your discard pile for 2 supporter cards, show them to your opponent, and put them into your hand. Not bad. Not bad indeed. And then again, for another colourless, Melody, 10 damage during your opponent's next turn. The basic Pokemon hit by this attack can't attack. Oh, right, okay, so if it is a basic, it can't attack. Okay. Again, pretty cool for pre-release. Weakness to nothing, resistance to nothing, and a retreat of just 1. I mean, you are only putting 1 energy on there, so you don't really need a lot more than that. So pretty cool, pretty nice. We have this one then, which is a Drapion. Psychic Pokemon, a HP of 130. It evolves from Skorupi. Only 1 attack here with 4 Psychics. Killer Stinger, 100 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. So it would be doing 110 damage, and they wouldn't be able to do anything next turn unless they Guzma or something. Weakness to Psychic, resistance to nothing, and a retreat of 3. It's pretty costly, but it's interesting. It is interesting. If you get this during a pre-release, it could be pretty cool. Could definitely be very, very cool. Moving on, we have this dude right here, which is an Abomasnow. Water Pokemon, HP of 130. It is stage 1, and it evolves from a Snover. Now, of course, we're getting all these Pokemon, we're knowing they're evolving from something, so we are going to be getting them in the set. It does have an ability here, Blessing of the Frost-Covered Trees. If that is how big that is, that's insane. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may attach a water energy from a discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Any of them. It's not bad. Then water and 3 colours, Hypno Hammer for 80 damage when your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. The ability isn't bad. It's not the best. Probably wouldn't see much play, but pre-release could be something. It has a weakness to metal, resistance to nothing, and a retreat of 3. Yikes. Moving on though, we do have our own cards right here. So this is a Weavile, and by own cards, what I mean is that there's a Cresselia and Weavile promo, and these are the same cards, but they're different artworks. So hopefully we might get them at some point, not too sure how and when, but fingers crossed we do. It evolves from a Sneasel, so we do get Sneasel in the set. First one here for colours is Icy Wind. 10 damage, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. And then Dark Energy for Dark Command. 50 times damage. This attack does 50 damage times the number of your opponent's Pokemon with abilities. That's going to be pretty cool. Now, number 1, right? Let's have a think about this. If you're playing Gardevoir and you get 3 of them out, you've got 3. What else could you have out? I'm just saying this is stupid, but Victini. There is already 4 Pokemon there. That's 200 damage with just 1 energy. That's pretty cool. Of course, it relies on an ability. If they've got Decidueyes, if they've got Zoroarks, very, very interesting card. Metagross, there's plenty. There is literally so many. Glaceon, it's very, very interesting. Even if they had an Eevee. If they had Eevees on the bench, that has the ability, especially if it's the one where it's Energy Evolution. This could be very good, especially during pre-release. Whoo, this could be pretty good indeed. Weakness to fighting, resistance to psychic, and a retreat of just 1. I mean, you are just putting 1 energy on it, so that's pretty cool. Next one that we have is, of course, Cresselia. She's going over a bridge, or he, depending on the gender. Psychic Pokemon, HP of 120. It is a basic Pokemon. Crescent Moon turn, discard an energy from this Pokemon. Switch all damage counters on this Pokemon with those on your opponent's active Pokemon. That's not bad for 1. And then Psychic in 2 colours for Psychic. 60 plus damage its attack does 20 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Again, not bad. Weakness to Psychic, resistance to nothing, and a retreat of just 1. Very nice. And of course, I just had to show this off. Now, this shows off one of the artworks here for one of the new ones. Of course, we've got Luxray, Bastiodon, Chimchar, and then there is an Alolan Sandshrew right there. We do get a Sandslash as well. Unfortunately, it's not a GX. I would have loved if it would be, but it wasn't. Who knows, possibly the next set. But that is the artwork for that. And we'll be definitely seeing all this artwork again on Monday when we go through literally the whole set. And hopefully by Monday, all the secret rares will be available to have a look at as well. So that's going to be pretty cool indeed. So guys, it is time for Guess the GX. And this is the answer section. So I gave you last week this little picture right here. And some people did comment, and they did get it right. I don't know whether it was too easy. I didn't really want to just go full pink, because I thought, well, that's going to be stupid. Having that little extra little tufts of what I would think are the ears, or possibly just black fur. Of course, if you did already guess it, there it is right there. It is Zoroark GX there. It's the ear and the fur, or the shoulder pad if you want to call it that. Very, very good card, seeing a lot of play, and I love this card so much. I've got 5 of them in my collection at this moment in time, and I'd love to get more, especially the Rainbow Rare, because that looks insane. But there it is. Very, very cool. So well done to all the people. Now it's time for Guess the GX. So here we go, guys. What have we got this week? We have got that. That is what I'm giving you. I think I'm possibly making this slightly... I don't know. I think this is... if I was to give this like a star rating out of 3, I'd give it a 2. I think it's got a bit of difficulty, but if you work it out pretty quick, you should be able to figure out what that is in particular. But there we go, guys. There is the news update. Like I said, I apologise that it is a little bit late. During Christmas, it's just a bit hectic in work, so I'm just trying to get videos done when I can. Although next Monday I am off, so I can confirm that there will be a news update coming out on Monday, so that is perfectly fine. And by news update, I mean literally going through the whole set, reading everything, checking out all the cards, and seeing all of what these secret rares are, because I cannot wait for this set now. I think this could be a really good set. I honestly do. I'm going to say it. I think it could be a really good set. There's some supporters here which I think could be very useful. There's some cards here which are obviously going to be a bit meh. They're just there. GXs, there's some that are looking pretty tasty. The Palkia, the Dialga. I'm liking the look of Glaceon, of course. But yeah, very, very awesome indeed. I'm going to leave it here, though, for this video. If you have enjoyed, then make sure to hit that subscribe button below. Comment down below your thoughts on some of the cards and, of course, your answer for Guess the GX. Yeah, there we go. I will leave it here, and I will see you guys in the next video on the channel.